Hello, Aaron McLoughlin here. A lot of people are feeling anxious. Anxiety is a really interesting thing for two reasons. First, it's really important. And anxiety is really a word that describes an extreme version of caution. The second really interesting thing is you can only do it with respect to the future. So wherever your future is, out there, over there, it's all about a real or imaginary event that is going to take place or might take place or potentially won't ever happen. The challenge that we have right now during COVID is that there is no sense of an end to what's going on. We're not given any clue as to when this is going to end, and some are even saying it may not. I've even heard terms of the new normal. So here we go. What do? There's a part of us, some of us believe it's the reptilian brain, which is looking into the future and it's constantly scanning for danger. The reptilian brain will throw us into flight or fight. Now, the thing about going into a second lockdown is it can often trigger what happened in the past. And that means that when we're in the present and we're thinking about how long this is going to go on, we're triggered to remember what it felt like back then, and added to that is how we feel now. And that's where we can get these kind of weird experiences of like, wait a minute, I'm feeling even more anxious or more fearful or more concerned. Okay, so what do? Well, it's about the future, a real or imagined event where we associate into it and we freak out. Now, that can happen unconsciously. We can suddenly notice we've got heart beating, we've got cold sweats, tingly, whatever. Fundamentally, it's because it's happening at an unconscious level that was triggered by something in our surroundings, something that someone said, or just the unconscious process of trying to work out what's going to happen next. So let's play with this. We know, and this is going to sound crazy, but we know at the end of the day, we're going to brush our teeth. Why am I talking about brushing your teeth? Because it's an event that you know is in the future and you know you're going to complete it. So here's what we do. Why not utilize the structure of anxiety and caution and teach ourselves to look into the future and experience the end of normal events? How does that sound? So I can picture myself at the end of the day having brushed my teeth. It's not like I did it really well or I really screwed up. It's just I've finished. And I can see that image out there in my future, and I can see myself smiling because it's done. I can see myself tomorrow morning waking up, a little bit scratchy, but I'm waking up and I can see myself smiling because sleep is done. I can see myself at the end of the week, next week. I can see myself on Friday next week, and I can picture myself smiling because it's done, the week, the work, whatever it might be. So here's the key. What we need to do is train our unconscious reptilian, or whatever it's called, to look into the future and start to notice that there are so many things, practical, impractical, things that we enjoy, some things that we don't, mundane, whatever. And it's not that we did really well, because that can cause anxiety. It's not that we freaked out and screwed up, because that can cause anxiety. It's because it's done. Now, here's the thing. We're constantly doing things in pictures. Look at kids. They're constantly up here making pictures in their head. You'll notice yourself. When you look into the future, you're imagining the future. You're thinking about the future. You're thinking in pictures maybe. But it might happen so quickly, all you know is you just got that beating heart. So here's the thing. Start practicing structuring, looking into the future in a way that reduces the anxiety and brings us down to a natural degree of caution. Try it out. Got nothing to lose. And the more we practice this, the more it becomes interesting or not, but repetition, repeat, rinse and repeat. Get into it. And it might be something that just brings those feelings down to a place where we can feel we're managing our thoughts. Aaron McLoughlin, aaronm.co.nz.